Hello, CFH Cowboy, Meadowland Fan 2004. Let me know if you guys can hear me alright. Infinity Gauntlet, again, you guys can let me know if you hear me alright. Just wanted to do some stuff before I do this. How you guys doing tonight? This is just a random stream, probably for an hour, give or take, maybe a little bit more than an hour. Hello to everyone. How you guys doing? Infinity Gauntlet, For Kaiju, Tai, CFH Cowboy, Meadowland, Frame by Frame, Bainty, Slick Rick. This is just a random stream. Feel free to ask questions. Again, no topic for tonight. I was thinking of doing, hey, what films are coming out in 2020? But because so many films are being canceled, that's pretty much a pointless venture. So, yeah, there you go. Doing well. The cough is 90% under control. And no, it's nothing to do with the coronavirus. It's just, I always get that way when it's very cold. Doing alright, J-Man Rising, take it day by day. Well, a lot of productions are canceled. At least for now. The NBA is done for now. NFL. WrestleMania apparently is going to be now with no audience. It'll still happen, but there'll be no audience. So it'll be like an empty arena. Many films are pushed back. Fast 9 is pushed back the entire year, 2021. Now Black Widow's not going to come out May 1st. It's been pushed back. They'll be released eventually, but it may be a while. I mean, Black Widow got pushed back. Fast 9 got pushed back a year. The horror film Antlers got pushed back indefinitely. So did the New Mutants. Quite a few films. So, again, I was going to do, like, what films are coming out in 2020? But it's kind of a moot point because that list has changed since, who knows. And then it could be months. It could be end of the year. Was the James Bond film got pushed back to, what, November? Thank you, CFH Cowboy. I've been noticing your comments on my videos. I appreciate that. Hi, Lone Thousand. How are you doing? Yeah, baseball's been postponed. Pretty much almost any sports thing has been postponed. I mean, I did that video getting mad about how it's been handled. I do think it's a little tad overboard. Even I can admit that. I don't know why everyone's buying toilet paper so much. I don't know if people think that symptoms is anal leakage, and that's why so many people are buying toilet paper, but apparently the number one thing you need is toilet paper. Hey, Will Ferrell, number one, thoughts of Rick Moranis returning to the big screen for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reboot. I thought it was only going to Disney Plus. Isn't it only going to Disney Plus, not the big screen? Hey, dude, how you doing? Yeah, give me the Cobra. Yes. Of course, you already know I love Cobra. But Rick Moranis and the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reboot, I thought that was only going to Disney Plus, and I don't care about Disney Plus. I'm pretty much hesitant on anything Disney nowadays. CSI New York, I've never seen with Gary Sinise. I know of it. The only CSI I watched was CSI Miami, and I enjoy that quite a bit. Everyone thinks they're going to stop shitting, not stop. That's why you do a butt plug. You do a butt plug, then that will happen it. Hey, Portal Player, how are you doing? See, you do a butt plug, you don't have to worry about the toilet paper. So stop buying the toilet paper, start buying some butt plugs. No, I'm not paranoid about Corona. I did that video just being mad that people like Tom Hanks are affected, and it just, it affects older people. I did worry because I didn't mention this. My mom lives in Texas and she's older and it's around her area. I don't want her to be affected because she's an older person. That's the thing. I didn't mention that because I didn't want to get into it. That's a whole new. But paranoid, I think we do need to calm down a couple minutes. But I mean, I just wish they would have paid more attention when it first came in. Tom Hanks was released. Did you hear that? No, I did not. That's good. That's good to hear. Went grocery shopping today, and at least half the store was out of stock. And of course, no toilet paper. Yeah, I don't know what it is with the toilet paper thing. That's the number one thing, toilet paper. I mean, I don't know why that is. As if, again, maybe they think part of the symptoms is anal leakage. No, I'm not sick. I'm still getting over the cough, but that's not from this. That's just what happens when I get, what you call it, cold. The when it's very cold, but it's getting a lot better. Thank you, Michael. Big Trouble in Little China, great movie. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you very much. Love Big Trouble in Little China. Never saw Mr. Rogers I saw briefly, but not much. I didn't watch much PBS back in the day. I did hear about Idris Elba. That's too bad. I hope he gets better soon, as well as everybody, not just the celebrities. I hope everybody gets better soon. Jose, I'm doing well. How are you doing? If push comes to shove, you can always use paper towels, wet rags, tissues. Yeah, pretty much. Earth Night, my number one favorite film is Hard Target. I mean, I did a series of videos where I talked about my favorite action films of all time. Up to 100. I did a series of videos a few months ago. So, I barely remember MASH. I probably remember the movie more than the TV show, but it's been forever. I do enjoy Jan Frankenstein. That's one of my favorite Mel Brooks films. You're watching my review for Signs of Mel Gibson? I forgot I reviewed that. But I don't mind Signs. That's probably the last M. Night Shyamalan film I can deal with. Trying to limit how many people can buy. It makes sense. J-Man Rising, that would make sense. Pretty much all the good films of this year will be in November and December. What films would those be great, B? I'm curious. Imagine if the coronavirus was like Dawn of the Dead. That's what people are acting like, but I mean, it's bad. I'm just pissed that they didn't do something sooner and nip this in the bud, but yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I heard The Golden Child was coming to Blu-ray. I really look forward to that. I really, really do. Because I love that film to death. Tips on how to review films? I don't really have any tips. I'm not one to ask. Not many people watch my stuff. I'm very, very low on the totem pole, so you don't have to ask people like Chris Stuckman, all these guys that get thousands and thousands of views. I'm the wrong guy to ask for tips on how to review films. Hey, Don Gabagulio. Sorry if I butchered that. A dark R-rated Ninja Turtle film. It will never happen. I would love to see it. I think it can be done. I think it's easy to be done, but it will never happen because Nickelodeon owns it and they're not going to have an R-rated material based on those characters because they don't care about money, I guess. I mean, stupidity reigns supreme in these studios. Yeah, I liked The Invisible Man. I know some people disagreed with me on my review, but I liked it for what it was. Stephen King's The Stand, I saw it when it premiered back in the day on ABC. Saw it when it premiered on TV. I liked the film, but the ending is kind of lackluster. I thought the ending was kind of A League of Their Own, I haven't seen in forever. so I'd have to watch it again. My favorite game of all time, I would say Silent Hill 2. I'm a big Silent Hill guy. Gumbo Channel, don't know what that is. Golden Child, I don't see it having a lot of extra features because, like, who are you going to interview? Eddie Murphy doesn't like the film. Charles Dance doesn't like the film. The director has passed away, so I don't see it. Sorry if I'm missing questions. It's going a bit fast. Hey, Grumpy Bear's Den. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Billy Mount. If I miss your question, feel free to retype it because the chat's going by quick. And Loaded Weapon 1. I love Loaded Weapon 1, but right now I'm doing Patreon and PayPal requests, and I've been very busy with that to do anything else. So unless someone wants to send a PayPal request or on my Patreon for Loaded Weapon 1, it won't be anytime soon. But I love Loaded Weapon 1. I think it's a great parody of action films. Good cast. Well, what movies are not being delayed, Michael Network? That'd be a better question. Hey, DJ Mexicano. Hi, DJ Donnelly. Just talking random stuff. Lewis and Clark movie, I don't know much about the story. I mean, I know a little bit, but not enough to give a valid opinion. Rambo Last Blood won a Razzie for worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't like Rambo Last Blood. But the thing is, the Razzies only did that because Stallone's in it. Half of them probably didn't even see the movie. And that's the thing. Like, they've hated Stallone forever. And I'm like, they're not doing it because of the movie. They're doing it because Stallone's in it. Like I said, Billy Mount, I love National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. I think it's one of my favorite parody movies. Up there with Hot Shots Part 2. Sony, I thought already had the rights to Silent Hill. Didn't Sony release it in theaters, or was it another company? I haven't read much of the Batman vs. TMNT comics. For a trailer to give my opinion. Hulk Hogan Suburban Commando. I remember seeing that as a kid. It was advertised a lot on Ninja Turtles 2 Secret Reviews VHS tape. And it has one of my favorite lines. What? This is the 90s. We're going to sue you. We don't need a remake of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I'm sorry, we don't. There's no need for it. Best Razzie film in your opinion? I'd have to see the choices, DJ. Jim Phelps coming back for MI7. I'm indifferent on that. I like the original Dune. The new one I'm curious about because I like the director. He did Blade Runner 2049. But the original Dune I'm very, very curious about. So, the last movie you saw in theaters, was it, I reviewed it, was it The Invisible Man? Which I liked. The Scorpion Mortal Kombat looks pretty neat. Pretty neat with the gore. I'm curious about it. Some Blu-rays that I'm eyeing. I look forward to the Steve from LA Blu-ray from Stream Factory. I look forward to some of the Stream Factory Blu-rays like 13 Ghosts and Idle Hands. Body Parts on Blu-ray I want to get sometime because I love that film with Jeff Fahey, to name a couple. John Woo's Bull in the Head, if I can find that, I would like to pick that up because I just reviewed that, uploaded it today actually. I really enjoyed it. Still a Bulletproof 2. Oh God, Bulletproof 2. Why that film was ever made, I have no idea. They must have just been desperate for $5. I am not a fan of Nolan's Dark Knight films, Matt B, at all. Really, the only Christopher Nolan film I truly enjoy is Inception. I like the National Treasure films. I haven't seen in forever, but I remember not minding them. I liked those type of adventure movies with the clues and the archaeology digs and that adventure style. Did not watch the Andy Griffith Show. Uncut Gems I have not seen. One day I will. Hi, Stallone fan. Pizzow, a very nice guy, did the Running Man Blu-ray review from Umbrella Entertainment. I figured there'd be no features on it, because that film has never had a worthy special edition. And it sucks. Body Parts Blu-ray has a good interview with Eric Red. That's cool. I would like to pick that Blu-ray up sometime. Bullet in the Head was great. No good Blu-ray, unfortunately, though. Well, that sucks. Well, so much for that. Thank you for letting me know, though, J-Man Rising. That fucking sucks. Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I have not seen that. I know that's the Tom Hanks, Mr. Rogers movie. I have not seen it. Hey, Darth Boy. How are you doing? I remember you did you talked about the Star Wars original versions on Blu-ray, which I still never got those. I just haven't had time, and they're pretty spendy. But I remember you mentioning those. I apologize if your question's been skipped. Just feel free to retype it. It's hard to keep up. Doing my best though. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. The Horror Boy, how are you doing? Man on the Moon, it's been forever since I've seen that film. I'd have to rewatch it. Antline Alpha, hey Matt, if I already bought some movies and I want you to review them, do I still need to support you on Patreon, or can I just mail them to you? What movies are they? I might already have them, Antline Alpha. Could you list what they are, or is it meant to be a surprise? Can you let me know, Antline Alpha? And does that mean you don't cancel the Patreon? I mean, I'm not going to get mad if you do, but I'm just curious. I like Ronin. Someone mentioned Ronin. That's a good Robert De Niro film. Purple People Eater. High Wolf, cool. Purple People Eater, God. With Neil Patrick Harris, I saw that when I was a kid. Barely remember a thing about it. Thoughts on Warner Brothers Pictures. What have they released recently? I can't remember. Shia LaBeouf comeback for Transformers and Indiana Jones. I'm indifferent on that. I'm not a big Transformers movie guy. I'm really not much a fan of any of those movies by Michael Bay, the Transformers. I have seen 47 Ronin. That was awful. That was an awful film, 47 Ronin. You could tell there was some tinkling going behind the scenes. The Jerk with Steve Martin, I remember having fun with that. U.S. Marshals I enjoy. It's not as good as The Fugitive, but I thought Tommy Lee Jones was really solid. Adolfo Nika C. Hi there. I'm doing well. I have not seen the Goon films. 47 Ronin I thought was god-awful. I knew there was something going on behind the scenes. There had to have been. I swear it seems like Keanu was barely in the movie. I don't know what it is. Or he was filming some other movie and they just put him in. I don't know. I've never been in any fights. Tech Code 80. I reviewed all of Steven Seagal's films. Look at my playlist. I have already reviewed all of Steven Seagal's movies, including his direct-to-video films. I even have a playlist. So to watch them all again for $100, that's easy because I've already done that. Tech. So yeah, if someone wants to do it, I'll watch them again. But I've already reviewed them. They're all on the channel. Hi, Kid Damon HD. First live stream of yours. Been part of. Happy to be here. Thanks for making my night morning. From England. Hi. Hello there. From England. That's cool. Kurt Russell Schwarzenegger audition for Flash Gordon 1980. I did hear about that. But Schwarzenegger would not have worked for that. Johnny Depp. Could he play the Joker? I could see it. Do you believe the rumor Steven Seagal sexually harassed multiple women? Steven Seagal, I don't trust. He's one of those guys. I liked his early films. I ranted on pretty much all of his direct-to-video films. They're still on the channel. I've heard so many stories of him being shitty and his demeanor and how he talked shit about anyone else. Seagal, I can believe it. Hey, John, Zero Cool, how you doing, man? I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing well. Can't hardly wait to. Why? Adolfonica C. Thank you. Matt, you're the first to pronounce my name correct. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I butchered it, but that's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. I know, but I mean, would you watch him again for $100? Tech code 80. Yes, I would. Oh, you're from England too. To answer your question, yes, because I survived once, I can survive again, especially for $100. So, yeah, I would do it. Man of Tai Chi, I don't even remember. Hi, El Cornholio. Hi, Cal-El. Hope you guys are doing well. I don't even remember Man of Tai Chi. Again, I apologize if I skipped your question. Feel free to retype it. I'll try to get to as many as I can. Hi, Quaker Jake. I did not see the new Seagal film Beyond the Law. Arnie in Predator? I love the first Predator movie. He was only in the first one. That's my favorite Arnold film, actually. Tomorrow, kicking off Keanu Marathon with Youngblood, which he's barely in. That's a decent film. I reviewed that. Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, great soundtrack. Oh, it's a mad time waster. I actually quite like Youngblood. That's the one with Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze, right? I believe I did a review of it for the Patrick Swayze marathon. I haven't played much Call of Duty games. Cutting Class, I thought was kind of forgettable. It has a weird tone because like the father is trying to survive and it's really, really goofy, like it's a Naked Gun movie. And then it's a slasher film with really no gore. Oldest film you enjoy? Metropolis. Especially the Jojo Moroder version of Metropolis. That's probably the oldest movie. Is it Giorgio Moroder? In the 80s, they brought Metropolis again, but then they put like an 80s soundtrack in it, so which is pretty fun. An action star you like to see in more films? Jeff Speakman. I would love to have seen him be in more films. I love Jeff Speakman. That's cool if you like Man of Steel. We agree to disagree. The Raid 2, I thought I reviewed. Maybe it's been taken down. The Raid 2, I think there's a good movie in there. You need to take 30 minutes out. It's 2.5 hour movie that should only be 2 hours. That half hour really deflates the film, but it does have some amazing action scenes, especially the fight at the end. Oh, thank you, Adolfo Nika C. Thank you so much for the super chat. So, Matt, what is your number one favorite film? You will laugh, but it's Hard Target with Jean-Claude Van Damme. To the point I made a fan cut of the word print and the theatrical cut put together, and I have it on a DVD-R over here. Hard Target is just my kind of movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Escapism, popcorn fun, especially the uncut word print version, which has over-the-top crazy John Woo action and mullets and arrows and slow-mo and explosions and Lance Henriksen and Van Damme kicking ass. I love it. Shrink, I don't know what that is. Have you seen The Tractor with Dolph Lundgren? I have not seen that one. Popular shows like Stranger Things and Westworld. I don't have Netflix. And I just don't have the time to watch a TV show right now. That's the thing. It's time, Cedric. Time is a big factor. The original Walking Tall, I've only seen the one with The Rock. $10,000 to do 50 commentaries every day for the next 7 months. It'd be impossible to do 50 commentaries a day because even if they're 2 hours, 50 movies, that's 100 hours, but there's only 24 hours. So it'd be technically impossible to do that. Inner Space, I don't know why it flopped. The marketing, maybe, because the trailer's pretty bad. If you watch the trailer to Inner Space, it doesn't sell the film well. It's a fun Joe Dante movie, but again, go watch the trailer to Inner Space. It's not really a good trailer for it. It's kind of a lame trailer. I'm not a fan of Brightburn. I thought it was just a dumb slasher film with really dumb characters. Yeah, the superhero angle was interesting, but I don't know. I saw an evil Superman already, and that was Man of Steel. Zach Frederick, hey Matt, I'm not thrilled about the Indiana Jones sequel either, but what do you think if they cancel the sequel and just do a reboot with a new younger guy? Zach, I would say, why do anything else with Indiana Jones? Just do your own character. Create a character. Work on Uncharted, or what they did with National Treasure. Just do that. Just make an original character. You don't have to take the Indiana Jones name. Will Ghostbusters 3 be good? I'm sure it will be better than the 2016 movie. Did Alex Winter get killed by Bronson in Death Wish 3? No, there's another character, a cop played by an actor named Ed Lauder, who shoots that character. Death Wish 3 review will be coming soon, because that is a PayPal request. Drop Butler, could it be a good Frank Castle Punisher? Yeah. But if I would pick someone, I would just pick Thomas Jane, let him play the role again. I think he could still do it. Robin Williams played Jack in The Shining. Wolf Crew, that'd be interesting, but that's my favorite Jack Nicholson performance, so it's hard for me to think of anybody but Jack Nicholson. WrestleMania 36 moved to Performance Center with no crowd. I did hear about that, Jeremy. That's a pretty interesting bid choice. Understandable. Oh, Tyrone Kennard, thank you for the super chat. What would be your pitch for a Faithful Mirage TMNT live-action movie or a Netflix TV series rated R or hard PG-13? I'll apologize if I go in depth on this question, folks, because Tyrone was nice enough to send a super chat for $5. So I think that's worth at least a little bit of time. A Faithful Mirage TMNT live-action movie or Netflix TV series. I would have it rated R. I would have it be one of two ways. One, start off with Splinter already dead. Have selfish reasons. The main character be Raphael. And have a bunch of in and outs. Really establish the relationship status of each of the brothers together as this fractured family, but still trying to fight crime. I would not have any human characters in the first season. No April, no Casey Jones. Maybe introduce them in season 2 or 3, but I want just the 4 brothers together, working together as a family, and have a City of War situation, or, well, it'd be hard. You could do that, and then don't do Shredder in the first season. Don't blow your load. Work up to that. That's your ace in the hole. My thought is, if I got the deal, I would want at least 3 seasons, or 4 like Stranger Things. But yeah, I would have fight scenes like the Raid Redemption and not lie like Kevin Eastman did. Like fucking Kevin Eastman did. Oh yeah, the Michael Bay film's going to have fight scenes like the Raid. Bullshit. That interview is still up. Fucking Kevin Eastman going, yes, build up Shredder. Don't do it in the first 5 seconds. Don't make Shredder a transformer. Rat Teen. Who would be the Rat Teen? God, what would be an interesting choice of a Rat Teen? If it was the 80s, Gary Busey. But in today, God, that's tough. I mean, you know what? Carl Urban. It's a strange choice, but Carl Urban, that'd be an interesting, weird choice for the Rat Teen. Maybe because to see that as a villain, because the Rat Teen is kind of put down as a nothing character, bring a good actor like Carl Urban to really bring that character to fruition and put some meat to the character. I don't know what, maybe. But if I had my hands on a TV show, Netflix show of the Turtles, I would want to delve into the characters. If people would laugh at me, I'm like, no, this is what I want to do. For example, this is a out of the blue thought. I know this is strange, folks. Bear with me. I would have, in the 2003 cartoon, which is my favorite cartoon, they have Raphael afraid of bugs. I would have a flashback in one of the episodes where Raphael and Mighty are little kids. He saves Mighty, his baby brother. His baby brother escapes to get help. Raph saves him from a human. An adult tries to do something to him. No, not fucking sexual or anything. I mean, like trying to get money for him, and Raphael has to kill him. And then they fall in the sewer in a hole. He gets trapped under the dead body, and bugs crawl over him, and that's why he's afraid of bugs. And that's part of the reason why he's a hothead and he's paranoid and why he's not best in the head. I mean, a little kid, dead body under him that he had to kill to save his baby brother. That's why he's protective of his baby brother. That's why he's afraid of bugs, because they keep crawling on him and psychologically. And he has a violent persona because he killed when he was a kid. That's the thing. You could go into those venues with the characters. That's what I would do with a show, as well as well-done fight scenes. Oh, thank you once again, Adolfo Nika C. Been loving your reviews since 2012. I will support your Patreon soon. Gotta go. Take care, Matt. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I apologize to everyone if I skipped your question, but someone had sent a super chat, so I figured it'd be right to answer it. So I apologize to the stuff I missed. A creature is a protagonist dealing revenge on certain people. Don. Yeah, that would actually be interesting. Think of a vigilante movie, but it's an alien that actually looks like imagine The Shape of Water if that creature actually started killing people at like a vigilante style. Shay Richmond, thank you for the nice words. Would you like to have seen Dolph play the Punisher again? Nick B, absolutely. I love the Punisher. I would like to have seen a sequel to it. Dolph Lundgren as the Shredder. Maybe back in the day, I don't know. Ronan, I don't know who Ronan is. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with Ronan. Cartels, China Salesman. I would say no, Cedric C, but if you're that curious, you can watch it to see how bad it is. The Rise of the TMNT trailer reaction. I don't have that anymore, sad to say. That was when Kappa was in the air and crazy things were going on. Seems that's settled now. Grumpy Bearsden. How would you feel if the whip versus sword was finished and added in Raiders? I like the way it is. It brings a certain memorability. It would have just been another fight, but the fact he just shoots him, it brings a certain common sense to Indiana Jones. Why wouldn't he shoot him? It just makes more sense to me. Hi Juno 2000. Hi Wild Man Beyond. Killer Croc movie with a Chud's alligator approach. It depends on the script, depends on the director, depends on the design of Killer Croc. I don't like his design in Suicide Squad. Apollo 18 or Area 51. I would go with Area 51. Apollo 18, at least the concept is interesting. It's an interesting concept, but it's done poorly. But Area 51 is a stupid concept. It's dinosaurs, found footage. Slash as an intense scary monster turtle that they have to fight. Yeah, horror films. That's one of the things I would do if I had a Netflix TMNT show. I would have him be the mirror image of Raphael. Like, if Raphael didn't have his family, he would be Slash. And you know, Slash, you know what character I would base him on? Rutger Hauer's The Hitcher. And the way he fucks with Raphael is how Rutger Hauer fucked with C. Thomas Howell. That's how I would have Slash. If Rutger Hauer was alive and younger, I would have Rutger Hauer voice him. Just for shits and giggles. But if I could do Slash in a Ninja Turtle movie, he would be based on Rutger Hauer's The Hitcher. And he would fuck with Raphael like Rutger Hauer fucked with C. Thomas Howell. Only Raphael would not be as, a bit stronger. Any newly released animated film you've seen recently? Not that I can think of. High Austin Will Cut. Rami Malek, you don't have to remind me of him. Neil Breen sounds familiar, but would you do an in-depth retrospective review on the Mirage TMNT comics? I don't have them here, sad to say. I don't have the Mirage TMNT comics, Tyrone. And right now, I've just been so busy with Patreon and PayPal requests. So I've just been very busy with that. Hi, Floth6363. Hope you're doing well. I'd fund your TMNT show in a heartbeat if I had the money. You do my favorite Donatello justice. You know what? In season 2, Donatello would actually get the girl, April O'Neil. That's what I would do. The remake with Sean Bean, Billy Mount. I have a rant on that on my channel. I have ranted on the Hitcher remake, Billy Mount. Feel free to check out my review. It's still on the channel. Someone mentioned The River's Edge. I have not seen that one. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen The River's Edge. Do you watch Red Heat? I like that film. It's a fun buddy cop film, Red Heat. I enjoy that movie. We agree to disagree. I love Tango and Cash. Colin Hanks, I'm indifferent to him as an actor. A marathon on virus movies. I did an Austin Will Cut. And guys, I've just been very busy with the Patreon and PayPal requests, and that's going to take priority. Because if they paid, it's the least I can do. And it's been fun doing it. It's been very fun. And if anyone who's supported me on Patreon, PayPal is watching, I thank you extremely. It's very humbling. Thank you so much. Jared Parker, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Creepshow TV series, I don't know anything about it. Sylvester Stallone as an action superhero in a new movie. Stallone has made so many bad movies lately. I don't have any hope for Stallone. I'm sorry, I don't. He's burned me too many times. The Dr. Terminator show, I reviewed Ang Lee's Hulk about 2 or 3 months ago, defending the film. The Dr. Terminator show, I have a review of Ang Lee's Hulk on the channel. I did like 2-3 months ago, and I was defending the film because I actually liked it. So yeah, if you want to see it, it's up. If you're on an island and you could have 3 movies, 3 games, and 3 TV shows. 3 movies, 3 games, 3 TV shows. 3 games would be Silent Hill 2, let's say Dead Space 2, and that's tough. Silent Hill 2, Dead Space 2, and the third one, let's say let's say Doom 3, just because. 3 movies, Hard Target, because I love that film to death. Ooh, 3 movies. I'll go to put BS Screwed Up. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, OBS screwed up for a second. So if you can hear me, can you type in like the number 2? Again, if you guys can still hear me, just type in the number 2. Because OBS screwed up for a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, OBS screwed up and then it got back on. So I apologize for that. It got disconnected and then it reconnected for some stupid reason. I have no idea why. But I was saying 3 movies. Aliens, Aliens, Leviathan, Hard Target, 3 TV shows. It would be the 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon, Elf, because that's a childhood favorite of mine, and I'll say The X-Files. without the revival bullshit. Yeah, I love technical difficulties. A new Final Destination, what more can you do with the story? They already ran out of ideas by part 3. So what story can you tell on Final Destination? I like the first 2, that's it. I know they're there for the kills. You don't need to do anything more with Final Destination. They've milked it dry. There's nothing to do. The Wild Geese, I've never seen. Star Trek Enterprise, never seen. The Jackal, I remember that being kind of lame. With Bruce Willis? Scream 5, I did a video actually about the new Scream film. Not needed. Not needed at all. Never played BioShock. No, that's a lie. I played it for a couple minutes, but then something came up, and I just haven't had time to play games. I haven't played games in a long, long time. Yeah, Jack Black got killed by Bruce Willis because Jack Black helped with his gun, and Bruce Willis was testing the gun and shoots Jack Black. Michael, honestly, Bloodshot. The ending upgrade pisses me off too much. Way too much. That's just me. Black Widow movie trailer, meh. That's really it, meh. Felt nothing for it. Don't, Streamers, I really enjoy. I think that's a pretty good Peter Weller movie. I love the landscape. I love the look of the creatures, the designs. Streamers is an underrated sci-fi film. A Tango and Cash TV series, I would not want to see a TV series. I don't know. I would just rather see a second movie if it was the early 90s. They were going to bring Elf back in a new show, but it got canceled. They bring back Full House. Indiana Jones 5 is not needed. I think I reviewed Highway to Hell 1992, I believe. Can you do a live commentary of Running Scare with Billy Crystal? Well, right now I'm only doing stuff with the Patreon, PayPal stuff. So if someone sends me a PayPal or on my Patreon, I've just been busy doing that. Hey, Lahuzaher, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the kind words. Glad you're enjoying the live streams. There's one streamer sequel, and yes, it is dog shit. I like Jackass. The other stuff you mentioned, Dr. Terminator Show, I'm not a fan of, but I do like Jackass, especially the movies. Matt Reeves' Batman 2021 movie. I'll wait a trailer. I have no thoughts on it until a trailer pops up. Rumpelstiltskin, I've never seen. Blumhouse, not big on them as a movie company. They have not impressed me as much as other people. I haven't seen Backdraft 2, so I can't say that. Lone Survivor, it wasn't my cup of tea. Total Meltdown 2, I would pick Last Crusade. Although I still like Crystal Skull. I love Mercury Rising. I think Mercury Rising is one of Bruce Willis' more underrated films. They said they're making a new Jackass, but I don't buy it until they're in production. I think they're a bit too old, and they've been hurt too much. I don't think they can take it. I think it'd be too dangerous. Favorite Richard Pryor role, See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I love that movie. You mean I'm not white? What? It feels like it? Or, you swear an awful lot. Fucking A? You wife leaves you, fucker? Then fucking change. I love See No Evil, Hear No Evil. It's my favorite Richard Pryor role. It's my favorite Richard Pryor movie. My favorite stunt in Jackass number 2, I haven't seen that in a while. I have to rewatch it to see what all the stunts are. Worst kaiju film? Get back to me on that one. I have to think about that. Hey, Miguel, I'm feeling better. Thank you. The cough is going away. Thought of going around seeing more Star Trek Next Generation. I just haven't had time to watch the TV shows, to be honest. Just haven't had the time. How you feel about the creator of the Cartoon Network show, regular J.G. Quintel, making Close Enough? I don't know anything about that. I don't know what JG Quintel is. I have no idea what close enough. I don't know any of that. Total Meltdown 2, I would pick Pulp Fiction of those two. Favorite anime movies? Akira. I like Ninja Scroll. I would say those are the two. I'm not a big anime guy, though. Favorite story in Creepshow 2? I'll probably go with the Raft. Most people would say the Raft. The new cover Tales from the Dark Side Blu-ray looks decent. I like the movie. I don't need to pay $30 though to pick it up, but I liked it. Love Scarface. It's my favorite. Yeah, I would say it's my favorite Al Pacino movie, Scarface. Grizzly 2 being remastered. That's hilarious. I did hear about that. That's fucking hilarious that they're remastering Grizzly 2. That's hilarious. I'd be curious about it. Favorite OCP Communications rage moment? There's too many to pick. A random fun moment is when he reviewed Star Trek 4. He kept saying Gillian Anderson, and the actress name is Catherine Hicks, and then he stopped himself in the middle. Gillian. It's not fucking Gillian. It's Catherine Hicks. Why do I keep saying Gillian Anderson? But I love Mike. He's one of my dearest friends. Yeah, and Ryan Dunn passed away in a car accident, so yeah, that kind of nipped the bud on future Jackass movies. Jose, I would choose Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Bunyip, don't know what that is. Which Rob Zombie Halloween film was worse? I would go with 2. Michael Myers looks like a fucking hobo. The mom is dead, but she's gotta be in there because it's Rob Zombie's wife, and if she's like, if I'm not in this, Rob Zombie, I'm not going to suck your dick. So he had to put her in there, even though she's dead. So Michael Myers sees his dead mom. That'd be more of Jason Voorhees' thing, but can you review the show Steven Universe and Steven Universe the movie? Eric Peralta, to be honest, right now I'm just doing Patreon and PayPal reviews. And also to review a TV show would be a lot of work, so sorry about that. The Prototype. I vaguely remember that trailer, and then I always wondered what happened to that movie. Do you have any info on that? A female Pinhead for the new Hellraiser film, Marv B. Is that true, or is that just a rumor? That's the thing. Like, I want to know if there's any truth to that. Legend with Tom Cruise. Good visuals, but I'm kind of indifferent with the movie. I don't want to see any more Terminator films. I really don't. Dark Fist Fuck kind of killed anything of that. Food Fight I've heard of, but I've never seen. Creepshow 3, it is dog shit. Fucking haunted hot dogs. Rob Zombie's 31? No, because it's Rob Zombie. 3 from Hell is the worst Rob Zombie film. I'm not surprised. Worst movie of all time? Watch Feeders and Feeders 2. I like the first 4 Police Academy films. Only the first 4. I think Friday the 13th part, well, Elm Street 5 is worse because that's more disappointing because you bring back Lisa Wilcox as Alice and you do nothing with her. And Elm Street 4 is my favorite. So the letdown of Elm Street 5 is a lot more anger. Halloween 2 is my favorite Halloween film, so I picked Halloween 2. Eric Peralta, like I said, I'm only doing Patreon and PayPal reviews and requests right now. So, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to review the Steven Universe one. Annabelle, I don't give a Annabelle, I have no interest in. It just never interested me. I'm not a big giallo guy. If I had to pick one, I would say Deep Red by Dario Argento. Contagion is fucking boring. I'll just go watch Outbreak. Mythology Cinematic Universe. I don't know. I'm kind of burned out on universes, to be honest. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Surprised they didn't, considering they'd be like, it's like Stranger Things, but with zombies. I'm surprised they haven't. Fist of North Star is coming up. Not sure if it'll be the next video, Jonathan Lindsay, but it's coming up. Predestination, I've never seen. Have you heard of the actor Michael Emerson? Don't know who that is. Billy Mount, I love Elm Street 2. I think it's underrated. Elm Street 2, I think, is one of the more underrated films. I love the difference. I love, you've got the body, I've got the brain. I love the special effects. I love the music. The worst one of the first 6 is part 5 to me. My favorite buddy cop movie? Probably Tango and Cash. Maybe I Come in Peace if that counts. If I Come in Peace is a buddy movie, I choose I Come in Peace. If it doesn't count, I would say Tango and Cash. Just read up the prototype was in production hell and unfortunately was pushed back to 2017. It got canceled due to not gathering enough funding. Well, that's too bad. Hey, Jones, how are you doing? Do you think the Conjuring spin-offs are at least trying to create their own cinematic icons? Well, to me, they're doing a piss poor job of it, though. Blood Fist films, not too many of them. I think I saw one of the sequels. It was like Die Hard. I can't remember, though. Face Off. There's many other John Woo films I prefer. Hard Target, Broken Arrow, Bullet in the Head, Hard Boiled, The Killer, even Paycheck. Face Off, I just thought the acting was just so over the top overacting. It was just goofy. Play Broforce. I'm not good with playing games on here. It doesn't really capture the footage that well on this laptop. Fun movie theater experience. Watching Rambo 4 and seeing the 50 Caliber Massacre finale was pretty damn fun. So that's up there. The complete uncut version of Hellraiser 4, I'd be curious about it. Why not? I disagree. I thought Elm Street 2, Freddy was still creepy compared to what he would be in the future. My best rant? I don't think I have a best rant. Dora the Explorer, I've never seen it. Lil Yo-Yo, we disagree. I love Broken Arrow very much, and I really enjoy Paycheck. Color Outer Space, maybe one day. At the end of the Virtuoso, I've just been busy doing PayPal and Patreon requests. I'm going to be very busy with those, so if anyone wants to request on Patreon or PayPal, feel free. If I get caught up at the end of this month and I have free time, maybe. I can't promise anything, though. Mysterious One, I've reviewed Signs on the channel. And I don't mind the film, but I have reviewed Signs. Hi, Chad Luigi. The oldest horror movie you still enjoy today? I like some of those older, like Dracula, Frankenstein, like those older films. I've reviewed them on the channel. Thank you, Flaw. I appreciate that. Did you watch the 1997 Conspiracy Theory? I liked that film. I didn't mind Conspiracy Theory. Do you think they dropped the ball with not making Punisher 2 with Thomas Jane? Yes, I do. And then you have Warzone, which I did not like. I did not like the over-the-top CG gore. And I didn't like the guy they played Punisher in Warzone. I'm sorry. Thomas Jane I much prefer. Favorite Michael Keane video? His rant on The Last Jedi is pretty epic. Bat Trace, I reviewed Bat Trace Cedric C. I actually reviewed that when I did my Stallone marathon. I have a review of Bat Trace on the channel, and that film with Stallone is lame as fuck. More like backwash, back fist your face, butt fuck, whatever, you know. I've reviewed... Did I review Spawn? I think I reviewed Spawn. They came out in 1997, actually, retro style. Spawn is a very flawed movie. It doesn't hold up because it has an inconsistent tone. Special effects don't hold up. Although I do like Michael Jai White. Reign of Fire, maybe one day. James Wolfe's... I have not seen that Dr. Terminator show. Okay, Let's Be Heroes. Not sure what that is. I enjoyed Days of Thunder. Days of Thunder is a fun movie with Tom Cruise. That's an underrated Tom Cruise film. Favorite rant by OCP? That's tough. I enjoy a lot of them. It's hard to pick just one. A video game I'm dying to play? I don't have the systems for it, but it'd be cool to play Until Dawn or Resident Evil 2, the remake, or Evil Within 2, but I just don't have the systems to play those. A third 48 Hours movie? I'd have to think about that. I'm not sure. John Cool is actually in the chat, Flaw. He's under the Zero Cool. Flaw. He was in the chat earlier. Christopher Nolan films. You know what? A lot of the Nolan Batman films, I just think they're overrated. I think they're pretty boring. And then like Memento, Insomnia, Interstellar, I can watch them, but I don't care for their endings. Interstellar, the whole, this was us from the future. I'm like, what? And then Insomnia, I did not want Al Pacino's character to die. I'm sorry, that's just me. Memento, the ending just infuriated me with how it played out. But Inception, I was satisfied with the entire film. That's why Inception became my favorite. I don't watch much of Jody's Corner, to be honest. I checked out a couple stuff. Mainly I checked out because there's one guy that was on there. He's not on there anymore, but he was very nice to me. I forget his name. Ronan, I think was his handle. He was nice to me, and he seemed like a cool guy, but Jody's Corner stuff I never watched much of. Never saw Sons of Anarchy. Iron Mask, I don't know what that is. Steve Austin's worst film? I disagree. I would say The Stranger is Stone Cold Steve Austin's worst film. Battle Royale, alright. It's decent. Kiefer Sutherland, good actor. The cut down version of Serbian film, don't know about, I'll never watch it because the Serbian film can suck my fucking dick and eat my fucking ass. I fucking hate a Serbian film. That's a piece of shit. It's shock value, the movie. That movie is the equivalent of Two Girls, One Cup. In my opinion. Joe Rogan, I watched some of his stuff. It's some interesting conversations. Could the new Blade be good? It's Disney. I mean, should I really have hope for Disney? Never saw August Underground, Jonathan Lindsay. Never saw it. Eric Peralta, like I said, I'm only doing Patreon and PayPal requests because I'm very busy with them. I have a lot of stuff to get to. I'm sorry, Eric. I'm not doing anything other than those because I'm right now. I apologize for that, though. And I apologize to anyone. Right now, I'm just doing the PayPal Patreon request right now. I have quite a few they get to. Can't order Blu-rays from Amazon till April 7th. Really? Even Amazon's affected by that? Interesting. Nightwish, never seen it. Blade Runner 2049 will never get a sequel. It too badly underperformed. It flopped, and they're not going to do anything with it. The Guard, never seen it. Falling Down is great. One of Michael Douglas's best performances. Love Falling Down. The new Spawn movie will be good. I'm just tired of Todd McFarlane talking about it. He's fucking talking about it. Just do it, shit, or get off the pot, Todd McFarlane. Do it or don't. Never seen Zapped. Magnificent Seven, never seen it. Crank 2, it underperformed. That's why there was never a Crank 3. I love Crank 1 and 2, but Crank 2 did underperform. I'm not looking forward to the James Bond film. If this going to put all this PC political bullshit in it, then no, I'm not looking forward to it. My favorite Robin Williams film, it's a strange one, but it's Club Paradise. I actually really enjoyed Club Paradise, directed by Harold Ramis. May both of those men rest in peace. I love Club Paradise. Superbad, I think that's a fun movie. What's the worst musical? Cats. When I ranked it on Cats, I would say that's the worst musical I've seen is Cats. Cunts, pussies, whatever you want to call that. Efree's doing well. He's just enjoying his privacy. Once in a while, I chat with him on email, but he's doing well. Criminal Activities, don't know what that is. Favorite beverages, I never drink alcohol. Never drink alcohol. And you can't see this, maybe, but it's Mellow Yellow is my all-time favorite drink. I drink this stuff all the time, and it's what I will only want to drink. Do you prefer Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man Homecoming? Nowadays, both are in the same category. My Spider-Man Homecoming has went down since I first saw that. The Cry Kid, like I said, Jonathan Lindsay, to everyone in the chat, just so you guys know, right now I'm very busy doing my Patreon requests and pledges and my PayPal reviews and requests. So all those reviews are first and foremost for me. I apologize for that, but people have been very generous and kind with that, and I think that's the least I can do, is concentrate on those. Because they didn't have to do that. They took their time and money to do that. That's the priority. So feel free, Jonathan Lindsay. So I do apologize for that, folks. If I catch up at the end of the month, maybe I can do some stuff. If I catch up at the end of the month. We'll see, though. The Rise of Skywalker ran with OCP. Mike's very busy guy. Mike OCP is a very, very busy guy. He's busy with college. He's busy with work. He's busy with a lot of stuff. So, Shameless, I don't know what that is. Rush Hour 4 will ever happen? I doubt it. These paintings, they're just my friends' paintings. Hey Scott, how are you doing? Eminem's new album, didn't even know he had a new album. Westerns, I'm not big on, but I enjoy Young Guns. I enjoy High Plains Drifter. I enjoy Quigley Down Under, the Man with No Name trilogy, but I'm not big on Westerns. I'm going to keep doing the Patreon reviews as long as possible, Eric. Why would I end it? I'm not going to end people. Why would I end that, Eric? I don't understand your question. Please feel free to explain. My favorite Tobe Hooper film? It's a weird question, but no, it's a weird answer, I meant to say. The Mangler. Yes, The Mangler is my favorite Tobe Hooper film. It's so insane, and I love Ted Levine in it. I love The Mangler. I love The Mangler. I'm sorry, I do. No, we don't need another Evil Dead film. I'm sorry. The TV show wasn't that good. Ash was a fucking asshole. He was too stupid. What they did with Ash, they took him from Army of Darkness and they multiply it by 10. I'm sorry. That's not Ash. To me, Ash is Evil Dead 2. Even Army of Darkness, he had more brains than he did on the TV show. I think the TV show, they just went way overboard to the point of, like, be more like Evil Dead 1 and 2 is what I would have done. But that's probably just me. I'm sure everyone will disagree, and that's cool. But to me, Ash was too much of a Army of Darkness times 10. I like Army of Darkness, but come on now. I like Army of Darkness, but to me, the best one is Evil Dead 2, and that's the Ash I prefer, is Evil Dead 2's Ash. But I like Army of Darkness, but the TV show, they amplify him by 10. The most overrated horror film? That's tough. Gorgo, don't know what that is. Which Bond film is my least favorite? Die Another Day is pretty damn bad. Oh, that's cool, Kit Gaming. That's fine, I understood. I don't think there's a Pocahontas 3. Robert Pattinson is Batman. I'll wait for a trailer. I love 2003 Daredevil. I saw it in the theater. I really enjoyed it. Granted, the CGI does not hold up. The R-rated director's cut, I think, is much better. Eric, what's wrong with doing reviews randomly? What's wrong with that? Hey, Scott. Hope you're doing well. That's very cool to hear. You're working with John. Oh, it's a British Godzilla. Okay, I'd never heard of it. Do you mean Gorgo or Gordo? Do you mean Gorgo with a G? Like Gorgo? Is that what you mean? Gorgo? Gorgo? Reptilicus, never seen. Channel Awesome. Yeah, I'm not really big on Channel Awesome. I'm not really a big supporter of them. Chucky, I think Child's Play 2 is the best design, and I think, what the fuck was that? Cult of Chucky. Cult of Chucky is the worst design. I don't care for Gremlins 3. Extremely gory, but it was very emotional. I don't know about that. Do you think it's time for Elm Street, Chainsaw Massacre, and them to die? Yes, I've been saying that for years. Columbo, I've only seen bits and pieces, but the stuff I've seen, The Who's Her, I enjoyed. To Die For, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Splice, I did not care for. I thought the characters did really, really dumb decisions in that. Edge of Sanity, I've heard of, but I've never seen. Michael, easily choose Lake Placid. I did not like Blood Surf. Worst Michael Myers mask? Probably Part 5. Worst Lake Placid film? I've only seen the first two, so I would say 2. Favorite Saw film? I think the first one. Thank you, Virtuoso. I don't really have a stream schedule right now. I just did this for shits and giggles. I just had some time to kill. I've just been very busy with the Patreon, PayPal stuff. Never saw Murder, She Wrote. I know what it is, but I haven't seen it. Spiral will resurrect Saw? I hope not. Retroactive? I know what that is, but I haven't seen it. Juno 2000, I talked with the guy from MVD and we worked things out. So I just said, let bygones be bygones. And Tid K Gaming, this is a mellow yellow. It's my favorite drink. I'm not sure if it's in England. It might not be. Even in the U.S., it's only in certain parts of the U.S. But mellow yellow is a very smooth citrus drink. Sort of orange. Very smooth citrus drink. But mellow yellow is my favorite drink. Never reviewed Troy, no. Never saw the Picard show. ASMR. I don't know much about that. Hey, Dun and Dundada, my favorite scene in Jaws 3. That's an interesting question. My favorite scene in Jaws 3. That's tough. I like the movie. I don't know if I have a favorite scene, though. That's the thing. I don't know if I have a favorite scene. But I do like the movie. Hannibal is okay, but I would not call it underrated. Critical Drinker. Yeah, I did see his review of Rambo 5. I thought that was a pretty much matched my thoughts on the movie. Nightfall. Is that the Batman comic book? Oh, hey, Scott. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Matt, just wanted to say you're more than welcome to stop by or join my live streams. It'll be an honor to interrupt you. Take care and good night, my friend. Thank you, Scott. I've just been very, very busy pumping out these reviews for the people on Patreon and the PayPal stuff. So if I have time, I will. I can't promise anything, though. But Scott, thank you so much. That's very kind of you to do. I really appreciate that. Citrus or like lemonade? No, I wouldn't say lemonade. It's just very smooth citrus, more orange than lemon. More like a very smooth, light orange taste. I don't know how to describe it, but again, very good in my opinion. Yeah, I would say it's a smooth taste with a slight hint of orange. Do you think fast food chains have gone downhill? No, not that I can notice. No, this is not really lemon. I would say it's more orange than lemon. Flaw, I would disagree because I don't like squirt at all. I did not like squirt at all. Now, a woman squirting, that's a different thing, but squirt, the drink, I didn't care for. This one I think is much better. Much better. Tornado with Bruce Campbell. I've heard of that. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of that, man. I like Darkness Falls. I think that's pretty good. The next Patreon PayPal reviews coming up will be House by the Cemetery, which I was not a fan of. Fist of the North Star. Death Wish 3. The Garfield movies. The 1990 TV movie Buried Alive. Take Down Pelham 123, the 2009 film. Three Teens. John Q, and a few others. So, a lot of stuff to get to. The worst Terminator film is easily Terminator Dark Fist Fuck. Coming to America 2, I don't think you need a sequel to Coming to America, to be honest. If I had the opportunity to write and direct a film, I would do an R-rated Raphael Ninja Turtle film, where I deal with the characters, actually build up the characters. I'd have a character. I'll tell you the opening scene, Raphael the Ninja Turtle movie. My opening scene would be you're wondering what's going on, and you realize it's a nightmare where Raphael almost kills his baby brother. He wakes up, and then the movie starts there. Why it starts like that? To establish a tone that's very different compared to any Ninja Turtle film you've seen, and to show that this character is a flawed character, and give him an arc that by the end he will get better. Believe me, I've thought about that a lot. If I could direct one movie, it would be an R-rated Raphael film. Never saw Night of the Living Dead 3D. Donnie Darko, I don't mind. I love RoboCop. RoboCop is an absolute classic, the original. Manhunter, yeah, I would put it above Silence of the Lambs. I like Silence of the Lambs, but I would say Manhunter I liked more. Nit B, the more I think about it, Dark Fate ruins Terminator 2. Genesis kind of did that too, but they both suck ass. I don't know which is worse. They're both fucking awful. I don't know which is worse now. I love The Burbs. I've reviewed The Burbs, Wild Man Beyond. I reviewed Logan, Richard Palotto. I have a review of Logan on the channel if you're interested. Born to Fight doesn't sound familiar. Historic Killer Creature Flick. Not sure what you mean. Austin Powers films. The only one I like is really the first one. I could deal with the second one. The third one, not so much. pretty much T3, Dark Fate, Genesis. You could pick any of those. Thank you, Graphics Trader. I appreciate that. Birdemic, I've never seen. I know what it is, but I've never seen it. I swear I have a Logan. I know I reviewed Logan. I know I did. Did it taken down? I don't care for the ending of Logan, but I like Logan. I like the film. What the hell happened? I know I had a review of it. Did it get taken down? Wait a minute. I know I reviewed this. Just wait 1 second. I remember reviewing it. Where is the review? Where did the review go? I know I reviewed it. Probably got blocked or something. I gotta look into it. Probably got blocked without me realizing, because YouTube doesn't give you notifications. And YouTube doesn't send you notifications unless you suck their fucking tits till they're moaning like a bitch in heat. Well, my thoughts on Logan, I liked it. I liked the gore. I liked Hugh Jackman's performance. I thought the little girl did a good job. The story is pretty damn depressing. It's not my first thought to have a depressing movie like that. The way the ending was handled, I don't think you need to kill off Wolverine. And the way he got killed off, I thought was kind of lame. I wish the action scene at the end was better. I wish he got the final, like, kill on the bad guy. But I like Logan. I do like it. Alex Lee, do you like any Adrian Lyne movies besides Jacob's Ladder? By the way, I like your commentary on Jacob's Ladder. Thank you, Alex. What other films did Adrian Lyne do? I know he did Fatal Attraction. I don't mind that film. Identity, I don't care for. I saw it in the theater and got pissed off. I'm still not a fan of the original Death Wish. I much prefer Death Wish 3. Hey, Orc, how are you doing? Got those sodas right here, man. Doing well. Hope you're doing well, Orc. The Nemesis sequels, those were hit with copyright. I remember that. Because I showed footage. Maybe nowadays they're more lenient on it, but back then they weren't. Never seen Unfaithful. Did not see Unfaithful. Candyman trailer I was indifferent on. I didn't really care for it, so I guess that's not indifferent, but did not see 9.5 Weeks. Nightfall, Mark Hamill's in season 2. I don't know much about Nightfall, so. Favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie? I might say Rear Window. Oh, The Birds. No, The Birds is my favorite. I'll go with The Birds. Winter Flowers, take care. Have a good night. I haven't played the Grand Theft Auto games in forever. I remember playing Grand Theft Auto 3 when it came out and having fun with it. I haven't played much of the others, to be honest. I haven't seen Flashdance, honestly. I haven't seen Indecent Proposal. I haven't seen Lolita. So I haven't seen much of Adrian Lyne's movies. In Search of Darkness. Funny enough, Graphic Creator, I saw that before a lot of people did, because in the summer of 2019, on Ain't Cool News, they had an option. Hey, we want people to check this out. Feel free to put your name in the hat. I did. I got a link that summer to a Vimeo that only lasted a week. I saw it. I did not like it. I wrote a shitload of fucking notes because they wanted feedback. I don't know if they took any of them. I said, come on, how come the Blob isn't in this, and where are all these missing movies? And I just didn't like it. It offered nothing new with info. Some of the one guy from what, Dead Meat, Dead Fuck, whatever magazine, he narrated a lot of the fucking movie talk, and he was so fucking awful. He was like trying to be a fake radio host. A fake radio. Well, hello. This movie came out in 1985. And then the movie starred blah, blah. I mean, just fake, phony fucking bullshit. And he was on so many of them. And movies were missing. How about the little known movies? Talk about Blue Monkey. Talk about Murder by Phone. Talk about what's that movie? Night School? No, Night. Guys, stars the kid from Critters. And he works at a morgue, and his bullies get killed. They come back as zombies. God damn it, I can't remember the shit. I swear it has night in it, but Dead Meat's a YouTube channel. Go figure. Wish they could have got me on there. I don't watch Bollywood movies. Nightfall is about a religious military organization called the Knights Templar. It's a good show. Oh, that's cool. That's cool to hear. That's pretty funny, orc. No, it's not Nice Guys. It's not Darts Guys. It's from the 80s. Stars the kid from Critters. I forgot what it was. Anyway. I'll remember it after it's over. I enjoyed the Starface game. I think it's great. Monster Squad documentary. I don't know anything about the Monster Squad documentary. I have no idea what that's about. Final Storm. Don't know anything about that. I'm still trying to remember what the hell that one movie's called. I could see the fucking cover. Stars Scott Grunt. Nightlife. Thank you, graphics creator 2. Thank you, Nightlife. Yeah, it was also called Grave Misdemeanors. Yep, Nightlife. Thank you, guys. Graphics and Flaw. Thank you. That's what I mean. Like, talk about movies like that no one knows about. But no. I mean, how many times can you talk about Friday the 13th from 1980? What info can you give us? You know, I mean... And some of those movies in the trailer were not, at least in the cut I saw, were not in the fucking movie. They don't talk about Leviathan, of course. They didn't talk about the Blob, at least the cut I saw. Maybe they put it back in after I bitched about it. But... Steven Dorff. Yeah, I liked him in Blade. I liked him in The Gate. Sherry Raisback, I did know that. I reviewed Fire in the Sky like a week or two ago. Yeah, the review should still be up. I reviewed Fire in the Sky. Never saw Toy Story 4. Never saw the 2019 Lion King movie. When they made up random villains in superhero movies, it was just so cool. I'm more of a fan of made up random villains than I am of the real supervillains. It depends. Sea of Industry, never seen it. Ty, we were talking about the In Search of Darkness, the horror film documentary. My favorite YouTube channels? Honestly, I just watch my friends. Michael Keane, the Choice Voice, Mike OCB Communications, John the Zero Cool, Fabio, the Italian Stallion 51. I just watch my friends, honestly. Did they not? I think they did talk about Day of the Dead. I believe they did. Maybe not. I can't remember. I think they did. I'm not going to talk about the Batman until the trailer comes out. I'll wait for a trailer. Let's find Sherry Raisback. But yeah, I reviewed Fire in the Sky like a week or two ago. It's a good movie. Probably the best scene on an alien abduction. Juno 2000 sometimes. I mean, Aliens did not get 2 thumbs up. Die Hard did not get 2 thumbs up. But Speed 2 got 2 thumbs up. So yeah, I disagree with Cisco and Ebert sometimes. Never saw The Gambler. Dark Skies, I don't know what that is. T Damon HD, I've reviewed Sonic the Hedgehog. I reviewed that, was it a month ago now? I reviewed Sonic the Hedgehog, T Damon. I haven't done anything with video games in the last couple months. I just haven't had time to even touch any of my video game systems. Yeah, but Speed 2 got 2 thumbs up. Aliens did not get 2 thumbs up. It only got 1 thumb up. Or 2 thumbs down, I forget. Die Hard did not get 2 thumbs up. So sorry, I haven't played Star Wars Battlefront 2. The Fourth Kind, I don't know if it would be good, but it would have been more, it would have been less confusing. Instead of having the exact same scene side by side. Take care, Flaw 6363. You take care. I like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That's, I would say, one of my top 5 favorite Steven Spielberg movies. Stanley Kubrick films, yeah, I love Full Metal Jacket. I love The Shining, which I reviewed on here. I think I reviewed Full Metal Jacket as well. I like Doctor Strangelove. I really like 2001 Space Odyssey, which I reviewed. Yeah, I reviewed 2001 Space Odyssey. I reviewed The Shining. I think I reviewed Full Metal Jacket. I enjoy that one. Do you think Dolph has any good movies left in him? By this point, doubtful, Sally. Doubtful. Pretty doubtful. My favorite remake, I would say, between Chuck Russell's The Blob from 1988 and John Carpenter's The Thing. I liked Sonic. I liked it for what it was. It's a family film. I thought Sonic was cute. I thought Jim Carrey did fine. I thought that not all the jokes worked, but it had some fun things. I mean, there's a reference to Keanu Reeves' film Speed. He's drinking Mellow Yellow, the same drink I'm drinking, so that was kind of cool. I mean, for what it was, I enjoyed Sonic the Hedgehog. Let me put it this way. That's how you do that right. The Garfield movies, which I sat through, because they're part of the Patreon reviews, that's how you do it wrong. So Sonic, I thought, was fun for what it was. It's not the end-all be-all. Just a 90-minute entertaining family film. It has its flaws. Not all the jokes work, but I liked it. The original Blair Witch Project, I saw that on VHS on my farm in the middle of nowhere, not knowing anything about it. So I did the right circumstances. Never saw a film like that before. And it just appealed to me. I liked the 3 actors. I believed it. I believed what they believed. I was the 4th member of that group. I got sucked in. The first time I saw that was an experience. It wasn't just a movie. It was an experience. I had never seen a film like that before. I became 4th member of the group. I got sucked in. I don't know. It was an interesting movie experience. Just did not know anything about the film. I'm like, what is this movie? And it's done this way. I've never seen it done before. So it was a cool experience when you're someone who knew nothing about it. And I saw it on VHS in 99. Because it came out quick, like October of 99. And like a month or 2 after, I got the VHS tape. Because I was curious about it. I think I had just seen like a TV spot or something. I'm like, what's this? I liked Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't think it was that bad of a movie. I like the redesign of Sonic. I thought the voice actor did a good job. I thought there were certain things they took from the game, which was cool. The way he stops Robotnik, bouncing off and hitting Robotnik, that's how you would do it in the game. I thought it had some love letter to the fans. Well, I won't spoil too much since you haven't seen it. Never seen Captive State. Thank you, DJ Donnelly. Cool World, I do remember. That was a movie that is flawed, and it should have gone all the way. It went halfway, and it kind of failed because of that. It should have gone all the way to an R-rated movie. That's the problem with Cool World. Mobsters, I have not seen. VHS Viral was supposed to have a fourth story. I don't remember what happened to it. But yeah, there was some info that there was supposed to have another story. Again, I don't know what happened to it. Chronologic, I agree. That was a fun thing they did for the end credits. I agree with you. The Sweeney, don't know what that is. Funniest actor ever? Richard Pryor, early Eddie Murphy, Robin Williams. It's hard to pick one. The Witch in the 2016 film made the experience less scary, plus the movie higher strung tone to the film. The 2016 Blair Witch, it was cheap jump scares. It was a remake of the first movie. It did everything wrong. It showed shit that you should not have shown. It was boo. Just lame as fuck. And that's the guy you get to direct a Godzilla vs. King Kong movie. Michael Mann's worst film, I would pick Miami Vice. Black Cat was really boring as well. Rebecca Sugar, I don't know who that is. Cloverfield, yeah, natural sequel. I don't know anything about that. I've never heard that. Rewatched Fright Night recently? No. I enjoyed the original Fright Night, but I haven't rewatched it recently. The last time I rewatched it was I was doing my 80s horror marathon, which got derailed, and I don't know if I'll ever get back to that, but Celebrity Ghost Stories, never seen that. Ballistic X vs. Sever. It's not good, but it's not one of the worst action films ever, like Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, this is one of the worst films of the decade. I'm like, it's not good. But for mindless time waster, I've seen much, much, much worse. Favorite Godzilla film? GMK. The one where Godzilla is like an undead deadite. Like someone took the Book of the Dead and came up with Godzilla. That's my favorite Godzilla film. Shot to the System, never seen. Silent Dylan at Blu-ray. I thought the transfer was good. I mean, but I'm not the right guy. Pizzo. He's the guy to answer that. I thought it looked good. I didn't really see much complaining, Hangover Part 4, you don't need it. You only needed one Hangover film. The sequels were awful. Favorite Sherlock Holmes actor besides Robert Downey Jr.? I haven't seen many other Sherlock Holmes stuff. Never saw Knives Out. Recoil, I have to rewatch again. Thank you, Lahuzer. That's very cool. Thank you. Martin Scorsese films. Yeah, I like Goodfellas. I like Casino. I like Taxi Driver, which I reviewed on the channel. I like The Wolf of Wall Street. Next Marvel phase? No, I'm burned out on Marvel. Goblin. Like them when they're dealing with movies. Dawn of the Dead, for example. Don't know anything about the 50 Cent TV show. Road Trip, I could not get into. Well, teach their own. Eric Perswalter, that's his opinion. Doesn't mean I have to agree with it. A Haunting, never heard of that TV show. Marty McFly or Sam Beckett. Well, they're two really different characters, so that's kind of unfair to compare those two. Yeah, I'm sure Godzilla will use his fire breath. I would guarantee it. Favorite horror remake? It's between the 1988 Blob film and John Carpenter's The Thing. You do watch part one, but I mean, part two, it has most of the first film, so I guess technically you don't have to see it. But that's up to you. Never saw The Ice Storm. I'm not a big Tom Green fan. John Carpenter, I think John Carpenter is just fine with retirement, to be perfectly honest. He wanted to do a Dead Space movie. They told him no. So I think he's like, fuck it then. I'll just smoke weed, get paid for, people remaking my movies and play some video games. I don't blame him. The amount of times John Carpenter's been fucked over by Hollywood, I don't blame him to be like, fuck it. I just want to sit here and relax. I don't blame him one damn bit. And he deserves to relax. He deserves retirement. He's made a lot of good movies. Ian Jones Cordy, don't know who that is. Body Bags is so-so. It's not my favorite anthology film. It's so-so. Don't need a Back to the Future 4. Unneeded. 23 Jump Street, I would see it. I enjoyed the first two. Quiet Day, I actually did a review of Alien Covenant, which was a huge rant because I hated that piece of shit. Alien Covenant shit. That rant is still up on the channel, and I fucking despised it. Cole is gay. Thank you for the kind wishes. Thank you, Cole. I really appreciate that. What would John Carpenter do with a Terminator film? I don't know. I could not answer that. Togera Godzilla, take care. I have not seen the NCIS TV show. Yeah, I love Quantum Leap, the TV show. If you could leap into any Stallone film, which would it be? Well, if you leap into a Stallone film, if it's an action film, then your life is in danger. So technically you want to leap into Stop It, Mama Will Shoot, or something, safer. I like Lord of Illusions. I did like it. A donut with one director, who would it be, and what kind of donut? Baby Herman. You know what? That answer would be different each time because there's so many people. Hi, Teen Ray 2001. Thank you for joining. My answer today will be Tony Scott before he passed away. Have a donut, a sprinkled sugar donut, or cinnamon donut with Tony Scott before he passed away, and ask him about Deja Vu, which I like, and working with Denzel, and Beverly Hills Cop 2. Ask about Last Boy Scout. Like, hey, we're friends. What really happened during that movie? So I'll say Tony Scott with like a sprinkle, like cinnamon donut. We don't need a reboot of 48 Hours. Not needed. Hey, Caleb. How are you doing? Caleb Bogus. Is John Carpenter doing the music for Halloween Kills? I don't know any info about that movie. Back to the Future anime series. I have not seen that. I've heard of it, but I have not seen it. Yep, Stallone did do the movie Oscar, which I enjoy. I thought it was a fun style of the 50s comedies, directed by John Landis. But I reviewed that when I did my Stallone marathon. I reviewed Oscar. I thought it was actually a pretty fun comedy. I thought Stallone was enjoyable in it. The Hunt, maybe I'll give it a watch one day, but I'm not in a hurry. What movies do we need now? I don't know. Hollywood's not going to listen to us. Chungking Express, Fallen Angels, never seen them. Take care, Michael. No, I would never get a tattoo. Never get a tattoo. This stuff's permanent. I just don't see the need for it. If I had to get a tattoo, it'd be like a cool picture of Raphael. Or maybe even my YouTube logo, the Rambo Raphael thing. Like on my arm, maybe like my left arm or my right arm. Probably my right arm. The Raph, probably something little like that, baby. "40 hours deserves special edition." I agree. Love to have 40 hours get a special edition. That would be nice. My favorite TMNT game? Honestly, probably the arcade game from back in the day. The arcade game. NES ones, I could play them, but my favorite would be the arcade game or Turtles in Time for Super Nintendo. Favorite Jaws ripoff? Razorback, I really enjoy. I also really enjoyed Grizzly. Chucky TV series, I don't know. I don't know if I watch the Chucky TV series. I don't know if I want to waste my time. I haven't played Call of Duty, so Left 4 Dead. Someone sent me Left 4 Dead. I haven't played it yet. I just haven't had time to play video games. McHugh, I barely remember. I think John Wayne was in that. Razorback, I think Stream Factory just released a Blu-ray of that. John. Oh, no. I'm thinking Road Games. Razorback will be a bit tougher. Razorback, I don't know if that has a release in the US, Razorback. It might be one of those... Was it Umbrella Entertainment? I think Umbrella Entertainment has it, which is an Australian company, which sometimes they work on your Blu-ray, sometimes they don't, so it's a crapshoot. But I think Umbrella Entertainment Blu-ray is the best way to get Razorback. Deets and Gamers, I'm not too familiar with them. Aubrey Plaza, don't know who that is. Lethal Weapon 4, it's better compared to the sequels we get nowadays. I'll say that about Lethal Weapon 4. John Wick as a tumbleweed in SpongeBob, I have no idea what that means. I don't watch SpongeBob. Lo-fi hip-hop music, I don't even know what that is. The movie Mighty kind of sounds familiar. Kinda. Is that the one where the kid gets away with it at the end and he's like a murderer? You think Tom Holland could come back and save the Child's Play franchise? I like the remake and it bombed, so with that, just let the franchise end then. I thought the remake was actually pretty decent compared to other remakes, and people didn't see it. A lot of people didn't like it. They want to make some shitty TV show. Fuck it. Like I said, Lethal Weapon 4 has gotten better with age compared to the other shitty sequels that have come out. It's not killing the franchise. It's not making the other films pointless. I'll give credit to Lethal Weapon 4 for doing that. It's going so-so, LaHooser, just taking it day by day. JC, the Scion Beast 2002, speaking of TMNT, did the used 90s suit props steer you the most when the props are a bit withered and moldy? I haven't seen them withered and moldy, so I guess I haven't gotten that far. So I haven't seen those, but I love the first two, at least 90s Ninja Turtle movies. Favorite non-action Arnold flick? Non-action. I guess Jingle All the Way. Spiral? Not really. This is a Saw film. It's going to go through the same steps. You know what the ending is. If it's not, I will sit here and be like, you impressed me. I have done a review of The Last Boy Scout. I've reviewed The Last Boy Scout. I know I reviewed that one. I'm pretty damn sure I did. But Spiral, you know what the ending's going to be? Because it can't be over. Because they'll never end. Never saw the Dragon Heart sequels. What's more interesting to you, aliens or paranormal activity? You mean in real life? Extraterrestrial activity is more intriguing to me. Pride and Glory, never seen. Keanu Reeves plays a tumbleweed in a new SpongeBob movie. Oh, brother. Jesus Christ. Do you think Nicolas Cage should have been in the first Avengers as Ghost Rider? I don't know. I wouldn't have complained. I would have been fine with it. When is it okay to kill off established characters in a franchise? Part of me is like, do you even need to? To be perfectly honest, do you really need to? What is the purpose of doing it? If we're really honest, what is the purpose of doing it? I know that's a lame answer, but what is really the purpose of doing it? The music I really like is really movie soundtracks, but I also like AC/DC, Metallica, Linkin Park. Best decade of movies. It's the 80s or the 90s. It's hard to pick between the two for me. Class Act, I barely remember Class Act. The Blob Blu-ray is pretty damn good, I'll say that. It's pretty damn good. Never seen Pride and Glory. Like I mentioned before, Meadowland, I've never seen Pride and Glory. I liked Ang Lee's The Hulk. I reviewed that a few months ago and defended it. I liked Ang Lee's Hulk quite a bit. I did not mind Clash of the Titans, the original. That was decent. But I'm going to end it here. I've been going on for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So I will end it here for now. I want to thank you guys for joining the stream. This is sort of an impromptu one. I have to do this again sometime, but I'm not sure when. No, I've not seen Can't Buy Me Love. Whole 9 Yards I like. Sequel's awful. I'm not a big Family Guy person. Never seen Lisa. Never heard of Lisa. JC the Cyan Beast, you're fine. You've done nothing wrong. Nothing to apologize for. Nothing to apologize for, Cyan Beast. Bit hard to try to get to everyone's question. I think that's why I hope you guys are understandable with how it's hard to get to everyone's question. And it's hard to even go in depth because they're coming in so fast. But I know some streamers be like, I will only talk to people if I get live chats, super chats, whatever. And it's like, well, super chats are cool, and I appreciate super chats. I appreciate the people who are super chatted, but I would just feel weird to not talk to anybody unless I did that. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of weird. Maybe it's stupid on my part because they're getting paid, but I don't know. It just feels weird. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just me. But to people who came in, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day and busy night to come in and say hi and ask questions. So thank you so much. So thank you guys for watching. Take care. You guys be careful out there. Wash your hands and just relax and take it day by day. And we will see you guys later. Nope, never seen The Sun Chaser, never seen Upside of Anger. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, And we will see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.